We're here. We made it.
We're here. We're at the Kennedy Space Center with all the rockets behind us.
Yep.
Got some heroes here.
Yep.
We will show you what we come up with.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Launch Complex 39 Industrial Area. That's where we're going to launch the Starship when it is successful and comes out here. Now, right on the right-hand side of the VAB, that white building sticking out there, that is Launch Control Center. These are the men and women that have the vitally important job of saying go or no go on launch days.
Launch control for the Apollo mission. This is not a mock-up. These are the very consoles we sat at when men first took off to fly to the moon. You are now in the final minutes before the launch of Apollo 8. Right here, where it actually happened.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. The engines are on. 4, 3,
What are you thinking so far?
What's that?
What you thinking so far?
Well, we've seen one of these before in Houston, but the mass and size of these things is just amazing.
It is. I mean, it just goes all the way down. Just kind of amazing.
To think that you can break gravity, I mean, the amount of power behind those things is just incredible.
That's pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive.
I mean, that's the actual Atlantis that went up. It's just, I mean, it's got a little wear and tear on it, but
It looks it's more rough than I expected it to look.
yeah. How many missions did it take? Do we know?
I thought they said something like 30
30. It went up and down 30 times.
and
look
millions,
at all
millions
that.
of miles.
And you know, most of that stuff was probably cargo.
Yeah, it is.
But you wonder where's the bathroom? Where's the sleeping quarters? I know they stripped a lot of it out, but
It doesn't look like there was a lot of living quarters there.
no. What's the matter?
There's a size limit.
A size limit to what?
The slide, you have to be like under 3 feet tall to go on the side.
Oh, he's not under
He's
3
not.
feet. So go. Maybe it's not you're not limited to that size. You have to be at least that size. There's other people going down.
Oh, you can't be big.
Was that fun?
Yes. Do it.
Woo-hoo! That's not what I expected.
Might be the funnest part of the day.
I know. We're about to experience something here. Did you know that?
What's that?
We're going to have the shuttle launch experience.
Oh, I can't hardly wait.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But we're going to experience what it feels like to launch. Oh, look.
The gift shop.
Look, an amazing gift shop.
Yeah.
Where you can buy your commemorative mug
Yes.
for $35.
Shuttle launch experience.
Yes, we have to be clandestine. We're not supposed to film.
So we just completed the space shuttle launch experience.
Yes, a simulator.
Yes, we weren't really on the shuttle.
Dang it!
No.
We paid $70 and we didn't even get on the shuttle.
No, but we got to see the
75,
real shuttle.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What did you think about the simulator?
It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
They made it really loud and really bumpy.
Yeah.
The part that
Nothing scary.
no, well they tipped you back and forth a little
Yeah.
bit. But the part that I thought was interesting was walking in and they had these little astronaut interviews.
Yes,
And
on the
yep.
TV screens.
And one lady was saying, she says, as the thing started to vibrate and shake, she said she thought it was blowing up.
They were interviewing astronauts.
Yeah.
She was an astronaut who was on a shuttle, and
Yeah.
she was recounting
Yeah,
that.
she says as the thing started to shake and all this kind of stuff, she said, I'm sure it was her first trip, and she said she thought the space shuttle was blowing up. And then she saw the clock start counting up for the launch time as they took off into space.
You know, I can't imagine how terrifying it would be every time you get on the shuttle, because I mean, you're strapped to how many thousands of tons
Yeah.
of fuel that is,
Yeah.
and the minutest thing can go wrong. But
Yeah.
anyway, highly recommend it. So far, we've been here for, I don't know, 4 hours or so. I would say this is a really good experience.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
great.
They do a fabulous job of giving you kind of a feel for a day in the life, wouldn't
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah.
Much more than just walking around reading plaques and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see more, and we'll share with you what we find.
So what's the most exciting thing we've seen here today?
An RV. It's an Airstream trailer.
It's the Airstream. It's actually a motorized Airstream, and this is the
NASA, the astronaut shuttle transport.
yeah, used to transport all the astronauts. I'm gonna get a shot down the back end here.
We don't have an astronaut.
Yeah, and we're not going to.
Why
That's not going on our fridge.
I'm smelling Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Stocking stuffers.
Yes,
Do you think our kids would like those?
I'm sure they would. So what are your thoughts on Kennedy Space Center?
Okay, so at first I really liked kind of the experiential way of the movies and
Yeah.
stuff. Thinking that was just part of a variety of ways that you would learn about this. But you coined the best phrase for it.
Yeah, it sort of seems like NASA's Disneyland. So there's not a lot of, when we went to Houston, there were a ton of artifacts and all kinds of things, spacesuits and space capsules and all kinds of stuff like that, you know, one after another. Probably more like a museum type of a thing.
Yeah.
Here it's more of an experience theater kinds of thing. So, the astronaut legends and heroes is all a multimedia presentation. They had the shuttle launch simulation was kind of interesting and fun, I guess, but it was almost like a short little Disneyland simulation. They have lots of those kinds of things there. So.
Yeah, pretty much everything we went to was like a 10-minute video, and then you're shuffled out through the gift shop.
Yeah, right.
So what I would say is, okay, pros. I think it's a great experience for kids, and I would say kids between probably 5 to teenagers.
Yeah.
Really young, they're not going to know what's going on. But it's quick, it's little, it's short. So I'd say it's good for kids.
Highlight of the day?
I don't know. What was it?
It was the slide.
That's right. We were able to do that slide. Well, the video will show you that I didn't hold on to the camera very well on the slide.
we had a little bit of an accident with one of us going down, but
I got a little boo-boo on my elbow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, the upside is it's in bite-sized portions for kids.
Yeah.
It's also in bite-sized portions for people that aren't that
Yeah.
interested in the details.
Yeah.
It's pretty close together, so everything's walkable.
Right.
So that's the upsides.
Yeah.
The downside, I would say, like we said, it was a little too. The cinematography, the 3D and IMAX stuff was really amazing. You can even see
Yeah.
this behind us. It's
Yeah.
amazing. But there was a ton of standing.
Yeah.
You did a lot of standing, even for videos,
Yeah.
and then standing in line.
yeah, most of the little theater movie experiences were all standing up.
Yes.
If you really want more of a historic science-based, I would say. You know, in Houston, you know, you actually got to see the actual Houston control room.
Yes.
We got to see an astronaut training area with a real astronaut training.
Yes.
All those kinds of things.
And
I mean,
people that were working on the floor building things.
and tons of artifacts and
Yes.
all kinds of historical stuff there. I mean, Houston is absolutely the place to go for that.
Yes, I would agree.
But probably if you're bringing little kids and things like that, this might be a better choice.
Anyway, we're glad we did it.
Yeah.
But for those of you who are wanting to know, if you really want the educational experience, go to Houston. This is, I would say, still worth it. But we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We bet. We done.
We're gone. We gone.
We go.